How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl, Everything and Wellness and more. And I'm your host, Georgia Girl. How's your Sunday going? Thank you for giving me a thumbs up. I do appreciate you. I just want to pop in for a little bit. Thank you for like, share, and subscribe. Uh, Today is the beginning of another week. This is the end of we're headed into another week of November. We know the holidays are coming up. Thanksgiving is one more week. We got one more week before Thanksgiving. Are y'all ready? Have y'all got your lists and menus together? Yes, I had a good time at church today, and the sermon really touched my soul. So I wanted to, like they say, I want to piggyback off the sermon I heard today. You know, a lot of people might not come in the chat today because when we get to talking about God, people don't like to, they don't like to show up. And that's the same thing what the preacher was saying today. You still supposed to give God the glory whether you're having a good day or a bad day. And it was very nice today. I had seen some of my family, my cousins, and it's been a minute since I was out there to the church. And believe me, one of my elder members, like, I ain't seen you in a while. I said, yeah. I said, I've been having up and down days. But I know we should never make excuses to not want to praise God. Sometimes if you can't do it at church, do it in your home. If you're in your car, just give God some praises. That's why this morning, I was feeling it this morning. I don't know if y'all seen my live earlier this day. I was playing some music. That live ain't even gonna be monetized. I ain't even turned the dollar sign thing off. I know they gonna give me a claim, but it's all good. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday so far. Like I said, this is the beginning of a new week. I didn't even pull my church clothes off. It just was a simple little dress, so I just kept it on. But I just wanted to talk a little bit. Today is day 14th of my wellness journey of the Whole Foods. So the journey still continues. I'm just going to just continue to watch what I eat like I've been doing the past few months. But I did do some soup today, y'all. That's I got some parsley on top. I did a meatless soup. So this soup here doesn't have meat in it. You don't have to have meat all the time. So I didn't have any meat in that. I did do a toast. But they had some greens and some baked chicken at church. So I did eat some of that. So but this is what I had at home. You know. Yeah. But I don't know who coming in the chat. But if you're coming in, I do welcome you. I wanted to share about, I want to touch on a few things on about the sermon I heard today. You know, like I said, everybody, you cannot call everybody a friend. You can't call everybody a friend. You can't. You cannot call everybody a friend. But you know one thing, you do have a friend in Jesus. If nobody else be your friend, just know that you will have a friend in Jesus. And I don't know if y'all seen my title. Like I said, some people might peep in, some might stroll by. I mean, it's fine, whatever you choose to do. But I know it's Sunday. A lot of y'all probably did go to church. A lot of y'all probably just with your families. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, the preacher was reading from John 15, right? And he touched on a lot of things. He touched on a lot of things. First, he said the type of friends. What type of friend do you think you are, or what type of friend you want? Do you want a convenient friend or a beneficial friend? We know God is a beneficial friend. I know that myself, and you should know that too. So, if you don't know the difference between a convenient friend and a beneficial friend, I will tell you. I will tell you the difference in the two. Trying to see, yeah, I'm just putting some flowers in the chat. Over here, I believe in giving people their flowers. Yeah, I appreciate the sermon that he did share today. And it's true. Yeah, I like the way he said about he mentioned about the SNAP benefits, right? Everybody just carrying on about the government shutdown and um, they won't be getting their food stamps for this month, or they thought they wasn't going to get them, or however. But like they said, sometimes you have to think about where you came from. Everybody wasn't brought up on uh, crab balls and steak and fries and steak and shake or whatever you prefer. A lot of people just had, I can remember sometime my mom, and this is God honest truth. I was just thankful to have a meal. When I was living with my mom, 5 brothers, she did what she could. But now people have choices to eat what they want. And then when you don't have the benefits and don't have the things to buy those things with, but you have to humble yourself. I know those people glad they was able to receive their hey Bud Files, one of my gifted members, happy Sunday. I'm just talking about the sermon we had at church today, and I was just talking about how some people don't know how it is to be an 8A bologna sandwich. A lot of people don't. They look down on bologna sandwiches and peanut butter sandwiches, and they rather be. Don't forget one thing I'm trying to say. Don't forget where you come from. Some people eat mayonnaise and banana sandwiches. I've never had it, but my mom, she used to eat bananas and uh, banana sandwiches. I'm like, ugh, I couldn't never eat those. But what I'm saying and what the preacher was saying today, you never get too high where you think you can't come down. Don't never get that high. Because we see now how things is going on in the world. Things happen every day. Like I was saying about those stamps and your benefits. We still don't know, are we still going to have our health insurance? We still don't know whether our benefits going, I did check my card. Some of my benefits are still the same, but they're doing some changes on my benefits also. So, because they did not come with agreement on the health care yet. If you're in the bushes, I welcome you in the chat. Today is Sunday Talk. I'm just, like I said, I want to talk about the sermon I heard today because it really, I felt it. I felt that sermon today. And I was just bringing up about how a lot of people do forget where they came from. My church, the church I went to today is my family church. I joined that church when I was 9 years old. And I'm not as active as I should, but I'm still a member. And I was talking to one of the older members today, and I was just telling them, I'm gonna come back. I said, there are times where I can't make it. Like Erica, we have service like on first and third Sundays. And if I can't make it both Sunday, I be want to at least try to go to church at least one Sunday out the month. But if I don't, I know how to praise God at home. If you don't attend church, you still can have church right there in your living room. When you wake up every morning, you can just tell God, thank you for waking me up. You can just give him all the praise and the glory that you want to, right there in your house. We have Bud Files in the chat. We also had Grandma Lynn. Happy Sunday to everyone. I hope everybody have had a good day. I hope everybody have enjoyed their meal. Like I said, I cooked some vegetable soup without meat. You don't have to have meat all the time. It was a lot of days my mom cooked what she had to cook. You see, a lot of people don't know how the struggle was. You know, a lot of people probably do, but they don't talk about it. But you never was supposed to forget where you came from. So we're gonna get into what was talked about at church today. We know we have a friend in Jesus. How many of y'all in the chat know you have a friend in Jesus? A lot of people, when you don't know the man, if you don't know God, if you don't know what he do, you'll be lost. Like I said, I never tried to come on and say I'm a preacher, or I never come on here and say that I'm a Christian, but I am a child of God, and I will speak on his name. And ain't nothing wrong with speaking on the goodness of the Lord. I'm definitely a child of God. And I'm a witness to know that he's real. But you got to know these, in order to know those things, you got to be to witness something that God has done for you in your life. So before the preacher got into the sermon today, it was basically about a friend in Jesus. But you could have those friends that you assume you have, those convenient friends and those beneficial friends. A convenient friend is convenient, just like the words say. A convenient friend is sometime. I was hoping some people come in the chat because people might not like the subject I'm talking about today. They might get a little, but I'm not stepping on nobody's toes. But this is what's real. There are some convenient friends out there. You have those friends don't want you. They don't want to call you until they want something. And then when you can't give them what they want, they get an attitude. Then they try to cut you off, or they try to move on to the next person. Those are those convenient friends. People that are, I call convenient friends selfish people, because when you're not looking out for others and only yourself, you're being convenient. So that's what I'm talking about today, because God was beneficial to all of us. And I'm gonna get on into it. But I don't need a convenient friend. I need friends that are real. See what I'm saying? I can count my friends on my hand. I can count my friends on my hand. And I have met some great people on YouTube that I would say is a friend. I never met them in person, but I would, from what I have seen and coming to their channels and they come into my channel, there are some people that I would call a friend or a bruh or a sis. I even call some daughters, nieces. I call some of my nephews, some of my sons. See what I'm saying? But those convenient friends, you don't need them kind of friends in your life. You don't need a friend that don't want to encourage you. A beneficial friend will encourage you. A beneficial friend will tell you what's right and what's wrong, even if it have to hurt your feelings. And sometimes it takes those beneficial friends to tell you those things. Because a lot of people will let you go a long way and won't be honest with you and say, look, you don't need to be doing it. You know, like I said, you can't tell, these days, you just can't tell people what they can't do or what they, because they're going to choose to do what they want anyway. But if you are a friend going to look out for a friend. A friend will be honest with you. If they say, look, I don't think you need to put that on your channel, or I don't think you need to talk about that. It ain't like they trying to tell you what to do. They're just telling you, look, something to be beneficial for you. But those convenient friend, they know how to try to squirm themselves into your life. But as soon as you need something, like the preacher said, soon as you're down on your dollar or your last dollar, what are convenient friends at? Where are those convenient friends? You won't be able to find them. But you'll find them when they need some. They'll call you up. They'll say, hey, Can you come pick me up? I don't have a way home, or I need somebody to do something for me. Could you do it? And that's one thing we were talking about last night. You got to start telling people no, especially if it's not beneficial to you. I have friends like that. And I'm sure everybody that listening, the two people that are listening, I'm sure y'all have had friends like that too. That you don't never see them. You never see them until they want something. 'Cause I can remember when I first got sick. You know, like I said, I just shared this a lot of times. My husband was the only one working. My daughter, she was working, but my son was still in school. My daughter, she helped me much as she could. My son, like I said, my son was still in school. We had a child. I think he was, let me see, he was getting ready to graduate. Yeah. My son was just about getting ready to graduate. And I'm like, Lord, I done got sick. I don't know how we gonna make it. You know, I didn't think that we was gonna make it, but we did. But I never stopped trusting God. I never stopped trusting in him. I never stopped giving him all the glory. You can still give God the glory even on your bad days. I see a lot of people don't like this conversation. A lot of people don't like this conversation when you get to talk about God. But why? Why don't you? Why don't you speak on the man that woke you up this morning? Why don't you speak on the man that you know you need him in your life? I can say that. I can't speak for nobody else. But what I'm saying is, when you're down and out, you're going to see who those friends are. You hear what I'm saying? You're going to see. I don't know if I'm going to step on anybody's toes today, but it's not intentionally. It's just commentary. So, you know, I'm just saying, you don't need convenient people in your life. God is not a convenient God. God is an on-time God, and he's a beneficial God. How do I know God is a beneficial God? Because he sacrificed for us. He was on that cross for us. He didn't have certain people he stood on. He didn't have certain people that he had to save. He saved the whole world. He tried to save the whole world. He was on that cross for hours. Didn't even moan. Didn't even say a mumbling word. But what did he do, y'all? Ooh, I need some people in the chat. I need to ask this question. What did God say? He did speak. But what did he say? What did he say when he was on that cross? What did he say when he was on that cross? Forgive them because they know not what they do. And that's what we have to do sometimes, y'all. When sometimes we get caught up in drama and get caught up in situations with people, you have to love them from a distance. You have to forgive and go on. It's easy to forgive, but I know it's hard to forget, especially when someone have did you wrong. I know that because I have been there. I have been in situations like that. But know what I do? I love them anyway. I love them anyway. Go on about my business, do what I need to do, and keep it going. But there are, somebody brought that up. I seen that somewhere that some people will hold grudges against people. Hey, Grandma Lynn, some people will hold grudges for years. I was just speaking on what the preacher was talking about today about those convenient friends and those beneficial friends. What would you rather have in your life? A convenient friend or a beneficial friend? Because God is a beneficial friend. I need God in my life every day. Every day. I don't need those friends that want to keep me down. You see what I'm saying? Because you have those friends that want to keep you down. They don't want to build, they don't want to help you up. And shout out to you, Grandma Lynn, because I know you stuck with me when I was, those numbers were down. You still doing the same thing. You still supporting when you can. And I try to do the same thing. But there were some people, they ain't care to help nobody. They don't, some people don't want to help nobody. I know I probably step on somebody's toes today, but it's not intentionally. This is just commentary. And like the preacher said, you don't need those convenient friends. You want somebody that in your life that gonna encourage you. You don't want every time you look around, you want somebody to call you asking for something, and then when your time, when you need, you can't find them. I have to face the Father one day. Ooh, I can't bring, this is what you said, I can't bring unforgiveness with me. That's what I'm saying. In order to have peace for yourself, you have to forgive. But a lot of people don't even know what that is. They'll go on and on and on and on. I can't do it. I like to make peace with myself and with God. I ask a person to forgive me if I have did anything. I say it all the time. If I have did anything to someone on this social media platform, forgive me. Because God asked the people to forgive him when he was laying up down that cross. When they hung God up on that cross, he said, forgive them because they know not what they do. God is a beneficial God. God is a God for everyone. When he got up, he was up down that cross. He didn't say, I want to be for the, I hate to say it, our president. God was not choosing between no Republican and Democrats. He was for all people. And that's what our president supposed to be. You cannot say you ain't going to support these couple of states because they didn't vote for you. Come on now. That's wrong. I know the people didn't vote for you, but you supposed to be the head leader. You supposed to be the president of all people. God didn't have no picks and chooses. He died for all of us. Black, white, yellow, green, whatever color you are, God died for all of us. He died for all of us. Amen. It's okay, sis. Many trolls are not are not what they say. I hear what you're saying. We pray for and forgive them and keep moving. Exactly. Those convenient friends. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? Those convenient friends, you don't need them. I was just talking about the sermon, but I went to church today. I had a good day today. And I was talking about the sermon, what he talked about at church today, about you do have a friend in Jesus. Because we have those convenient friends and we also have those beneficial friends. What would you rather have, Miss Key, Grandma Lynn? Would you rather have God as a beneficial friend than to have these people walking around here being convenient? I'd rather have God as a friend because I know he's beneficial to me. Don't get me wrong. I do have some friends that I can call a friend. But you cannot call everybody a friend. You can call them convenient because someone call when they need something. They call when they need some, or they'll call when they want to gossip about some. And still, like I said, this today, you see ain't that many people peeping in the bushes. Or when you get to talk about God, people don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear about the goodness of the Lord. They don't want to hear about what God has done for them or you. Why? I don't mind speaking on him. I don't mind talking about a few months ago, I couldn't even hardly put my foot down because I was in so much pain. I know it wasn't nobody but God. I know it wasn't nobody but God. God gave me the strength to be able to get that and work with myself and continue to keep working with things that I need to do to better my life, to better my health. God did that. He gave me the strength to do all those things. And I can't help but to give him the glory. It seems like every month or every other week, I'm having some type of pain going on. For the last 2 months, I've been going through it. I might not come on here and just say, y'all, my arm hurt. Y'all, I'm dead. You already know what I deal with. But I have to talk to God about it. I talk to him about it. I ask him for his strength. But you need those beneficial people in your life. Not those convenient people. Because those convenient people, they'll call your phone 24 hours if you let them. But we got to be able to tell them no. Ain't like this coming from yesterday. It's okay to tell people no, especially if they're not benefiting you. That's what y'all saying. Yes, I sure will, and he would never tell you your biggest secret. Ooh, girl, you better say it. You would not hear a mumbling word from God. I don't know about y'all. I talk to him every day. I said, Lord, this doctor got me changing up my eating habits. I don't know. When I was on that raw food diet, I swear that was one of it was terrible. But I had to really put it in my mind and say, this is what I got to do to try to get this inflammation out my body, because I have inflammation in different parts of my joint. Everybody was like, when they saw me today, they were like, oh, it's good to see you, cause they know when it's cold, I don't come out the house because I be in pain. But it was so pretty today. The weather was nice. I had a good time at church. But I'm saying is, we got these convenient people walking around here. They feel like the man was saying in church today, people was, I ain't gonna say they wasn't, people was really upset about their food stamps. Am I right? Am I wrong? There were people worried about their food stamp. They wasn't sure they was gonna get their food stamp. But some people don't get them at all. Some people don't even get food stamp. And we have to make do for what we have. Like the man said, some of them so used to eating seafood balls and steak and potatoes. And some people don't even know what a peanut butter sandwich look like. I do. I know what a peanut butter sandwich look like, a mayonnaise sandwich, a syrup sandwich. I'm country, y'all, so if I talk a little country, that's just the way I talk. Yep, this is where the girl I live. God first, and then as for people, I have a few that I trust, yes. Like my son, for example. Okay, I'm the same way. I'm close knitted with my children and my mom, like the immediate, like your immediate family. I seen a lot of my cousins today at church, because today was Family and Friends Day. Today was Family and Friends Day. And it was good seeing family. But we do have those convenient family members too. Convenient family members, convenient friends. We do. You don't see them till they want something. But then when they be up there, they don't know you. But why is that? Why is that? Mm-hmm. God did it all. He did. And, I was so touched and moved by and that was my first time hearing the man preach today. He be out there at my church on different Sundays. Like I said, when my body is not even in a lot of pain or whatever, I do attend church. But if I don't, I listen at the service on the, I can download it, we can look at it in that way. But I felt pretty good today, so I was at church and they was looking at me like, it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you. I said, thank you, you know. And I heard him speak on that. And it really, I felt it. Because we are living, this is what we're living in now, y'all. This is what the world we are living in now. The government finally opened back up, but we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen with this government situation. It's back open, and it's where these people can get their groceries and stuff. But they had people out here stressing about this stuff. People out here stressing, wondering they're gonna be able to have a decent meal for Thanksgiving. And you know what? I don't even know if they did it yet, but there are some states and some towns where do give away turkey and canned goods. I think they did it over here in my area, but there are some states don't even do that. And then for us to hear the president, and I know some of the people probably come out the bushes, for some of us to hear that president say he's not going to help these states that didn't vote for him. Some of those states that didn't vote for him was homeless. Some of those states was hungry. So you said you want to make America great, but you saying you're not going to help these states because they didn't vote for you. But we have to forgive him because he know not what he do. God said forgive because they know not what they do. And that man up there, like I said, I have friends vote for him. I have people that support me vote him. I don't have a problem with who you voted for. All the problem I have, you got to do right by the people. All people. Not just the Republican. Everybody. God stood up on that cross for all of us. He got whipped. He got thrown rocks at. He took the beating, the whipping, all of it, y'all. For us. For us. But a lot of people do not look at it like that. They had every right to be upset. That's right. Because that is something. Yeah, rice. Girl, you better say it. Rice and beans. Cornbread, bread and water, whatever. Peanut butter and jelly. I'm trying to see. Welcome in. Mickey, I'm about to make you a mod because that's your other channel. Hold on. I thought you were. I know you got about 2 channels. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Hey, James. How are you doing? So, I want to have some beneficial friends. I don't want them convenient friends. I don't want them sometime friends. You see what I'm saying? I don't want them type of people. Like I said, I've met some amazing people on this YouTube journey, like Miss Key, Grandma Lynn. Me and Miss Key we've been like this for years. Sometimes she texts me, sometimes I text her. But when she having, we all have our days. But we ain't gonna go so many days with not checking on each other. I said, Miss Key, you all right today? Because I know she's trying to get back where she need to get on her channel. And I always tell her, do what you got to do. Even if I be live, you still go live. You still work on your channel. Don't hold off on your channel because you see me live. Do what you got to do. Because we all out here trying to build, whether we're monetized or not monetized. We still trying to get where we need to get on this YouTube level. So I like how the preacher said today about, y'all remember, right? Y'all remember when, before they got ready to execute God, right? They put the peoples up there in the front and asked them who they want to save. Do y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember? Y'all remember? Do y'all remember when the people was hanging on the cross up there by Jesus, right? They said, who you want to save? A murderer? They was calling God false prophet and all those different blasphemy and all those different things, right? Do y'all know, and y'all know this in the Bible, they saved the murderer. They put a murderer back on the street. They didn't want to put God back out there. They wanted to put somebody out there that was convenient. And so I was just thinking about this in church, right? And sometimes things does happen for a reason. Do y'all really realize that things do happen for a reason? Because if they had to put God back out there, he wouldn't have been able to save a lot of souls. The way he went, it was the way God would had intended for him to be. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Do y'all ever look at sometimes when you go through things that this is what supposed to happen to you? And my preacher said also today, do we supposed to question God? He said today, do we supposed to question God? And this, no, what he also said. You can question God, but are you prepared for what he gonna tell you? Because when I first got diagnosed with cancer 8 years ago, yes, my faith was tested. I started questioning him. And I'm like, why me, God? Why me? Why? I lost my job. I lost a vehicle. I went through a lot. Bills was piling up. Then I know God took me through all that. And people don't realize when we go through things, it sometimes helps save us. Sometimes those things help save us. I was saying, Johnny, girl, preacher today. I'm dressed like a preacher today. I'm like Mickey. I'm dressed like a preacher today. But I'm just saying, y'all, no, we're not supposed to question him, but at times, some people do. And my preacher said today, you can question God, but are you prepared for what he might tell you? See, that's what we got. That's to come back to these beneficial friends. You would want a friend to be honest with you. Not a convenient friend. If they see you going down the road with a flat tire, they might say, "Oh, she got a flat tire." And then I helped you last week. Will you go buy me a tire? Would a convenient friend buy you a tire? First thing they'll say, ain't got no money. But I just helped you last week when you called and said you needed some. So that's those convenient friends. But a beneficial friend see you going down the road with a flat tire, and you don't know you got a flat tire. They gonna stop you, or they gonna call you, and they gonna ask you, do you need help? And they'll probably even get you a tire. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference between beneficial friend and a convenient friend. Those convenient friends try to take advantage of you. They try to get you at your weakness. They will leave you right on the side of the road. Yes, that's the convenient friend. They'll make all kind of excuses. But remember, I helped you last week. So if you call a convenient friend up and say, I need that $20 I gave you last week. And they're going to say, well, I still ain't got it. You need to cut them off right then. Cut them off right then. Because when you need some, they can't help you. But a beneficial friend, like I always tell people, ooh, did I see a super chat? I thought I seen a super chat. I got to play my song. We'll play it. Thank you, Miss Key. But like I said, God sacrificed for us. And everything that he do is beneficial. Somebody did not wake up this morning. But we did. We benefit from waking up this morning because somebody didn't. Somebody's in the hospital right now as we speak. Somebody's in the graveyard. Somebody's in jail. But if you're in my chat, and if you was able to do what you do on when you got up this morning, you benefiting from what God has done for you. That's what I said. That is beneficial. When somebody can do something for you, like I'm gonna just bring it up. When that guy gave me, like Miss Key, she just gave me a super chat. It was all. It's just up. It was up to her. It was up to her that she wanted to do that. She's being a beneficial. She's beneficial. I didn't even ask her for it. She decided she wanted to give it to me. You see what I'm saying? We got to know the difference between those convenient friends and those beneficial friends. We know God is beneficial to all of us. If you trust him, if you believe in him, because you know he will provide for us. You know, like I said, I hated those people had to be had their anxiety up all those weeks. I think they started getting the stamps, last week? It was a lady in the store, and she was just, and I didn't even know her. She just started talking to me. She said, me and my kids going to be all right. And I told her, I said, y'all going to be all right. I said, things probably change after a while. But we still don't know how things going to be, y'all. We still don't know how things going to be. I might get some trolls in here. Might get some thumbs up. That man in that White House, he might be doing some things to benefit us, but he's also doing some convenient stuff. People can agree with me or they won't. He might be beneficial in some ways, but he's also convenient. Like I said, I don't really do politics, but I see what I see. And like somebody was saying, we can't worry about that White House. Make sure we got God in our house. Make sure that who we look up to. I'm just saying. Now, yesterday about that time when I went live, I think I seen 50-some people in my chat. Even 70-some people at one time. 4 people. When it comes to talk about God, people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. But I'm not trying to persuade no one. I'm not trying to say I'm trying to save no one. I'm just speaking on the goodness of the Lord. And I like the sermon the preacher was talking about today, because we have to, some of them friends, some of them people you just can't call friends. Some people you just can't call a friend. No matter how they try to sugarcoat. If they're a snake, they're a snake. And they can't change. Like I said, I can count my friends on my hand in real life. I have always been a people person, but I'm not no people's fool. You hear me? When I know that somebody's not treating me right, you don't have to tell me but one time. Or you don't have to show me yourself but one time. That's it. I don't kiss butt. I pray for you. What she was saying now? God is our provider. And the government folks found that out when those food stamps. Exactly. Like that man said, a lot of people don't even know what a mayonnaise sandwich look like. My mom used to put mayonnaise and bananas together on bread. And I thought that was one that, I never ate it, but I said I'm going to try it one day. But I never ate a mayonnaise and banana sandwich. Now, I had my share of bologna. I had my share of bologna sandwiches. Because they only focus on the negative. That's right. I done had, when I was coming up, and I can say that now. But now I try to stick to wheat bread and stuff like that. I done went without hot dog buns a lot of days. Hot dogs with light bread, sausages with light bread. You know what I'm saying? I don't have crab balls and ribs and steaks, and you don't have that all the time. You can't have it all the time. The way how things going now, y'all, you be lucky you get a decent meal. Think about it. There are people out there on the street praying for what you grumble about, praying for some of the things that you take for granted. That's why I would tell my grandkids, be thankful. Be thankful what you got. Because there's somebody that ain't got what you got. We have to look at these things. We really do. I definitely consider you a family member. Oh, I trust you more than anybody on this app in real life. Thank you. Thank you. Because me and you have had conversations. We talk all, I know Grandma Lynn and Living for Jesus. I know they got that type of relationship because I have been over there and I have heard her spoke on Living for Jesus. Living for Jesus is a sweet lady. And Grandma Lynn and her seem like they got that type of bond. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But everybody you can't bond with. You can't bond with everybody. Then me and Miss Key, we bonded. She started coming over here. I think she came from the drop the link when they was doing the drop the link thing. And I consider her like a daughter because she's a year younger, year older than my daughter. And she gonna check on me. She gonna call me. She gonna text me. She'll send me some. I mean, just out of the blue. Those are your beneficial friends. Those are your beneficial friends when somebody encourage you or bless you without even you expecting it. And I didn't, like I said, I'm gonna bring up the guy. The guy what gave me that $100 super chat 2 weeks ago. I didn't know him from what? I didn't know him. I did not know him. I didn't know his channel. I don't know nothing about the guy, but he chose to drop me $100 super chat. He probably said this would be beneficial for me, and which it was. He helped me got to that $100 mark. When he dropped that super chat, I was able to get to the $100. Even though YouTube took like 30 some dollars from it, but I was still thankful. But what I'm saying, it was unexpectedly. I never seen the guy in my chat in my life. But he chose to bless me that day with $100 super chat. And like I tell people that come over here, if you got it to give, give. But if you don't, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Because I don't know what all right, Grandma Lynn. I don't know what people's financial situation is. I know how it is when you get behind on stuff. I know how it is when you don't have anything. I know all of these things. So get some beneficial people in your life. Get those beneficial people, like get God in your life. We know he's beneficial every day. When God wake you up every morning, that is a benefit that's a win-win. It sure is. I give him all the glory. Even on the days when I be feeling bad. I might not come on here and say, oh, McKee, she know what I go through. A couple of y'all that been following me know I be in pain someday. But I be saying, Lord, let me just go on and make this little video. Let me go on and get this little live going. I just ask God for strength. I try to keep myself humble. Because I know God tests us every single day. We get tested every day, y'all. We do. I was talking to one of my homegirl today at church. She was talking about my cousin, what they buried the other day. She said she was a sick lady. She was a sick child. And sometimes you don't be knowing how sick a person really is until they die. Like I told her, I didn't even know she was going through anything. That's why I would say a lot of people be going through things and you don't even know because they hide behind a smile. They still try to keep going. They try not to be a burden to others. But I didn't know that child was that sick. May she rest in peace. I didn't know she was that sick. Her auntie told me today she was a sick child. And said they had put on life support. I told her I didn't even know it. And I hugged her and I told her to hang in there and all. But like I say, y'all, life is short. And you don't need those convenient people bring you down. You don't need those convenient people bring you down. Let those people be who they are. And I might step on some toes when I get to say this. When it come down our YouTube channels. You don't see half of the people that subscribe to you. They said I got 3,000. I think I'm 200 or 300 away from getting 4,000 subscribers. I barely see 5 people or 10 people in my chat. You see what I'm saying? So, where are the people at? Where are they? You know what I'm saying? Some people, and I'm not throwing shade, I'm not talking about nobody, but some of these YouTube channels are convenient. I'm just going to say it, and people can take it the way they want. Some of these YouTube channels are convenient. Some of them don't try to be a beneficial. Some of them would try to take you down because the person they are. And anybody that follow me know I always be saying, let's support one another. I'm always saying that. Let's support one another. You never know where you'll probably get where your channel might be taken from or your channel might be where you get unmonetized. I always tell the people that come over here, let's keep supporting each other the best way you can. Some people might go to your channel and some people might not. But there are some convenient people out here on social media. They want you to do for them. They want you to share them. They want you to come to their channel, but you never see them on yours. Those are convenient people. They're convenient. They really are. So I'm just saying it like it is. They probably say, Charlie girl must be on one today. No, I'm good. But it's just what it is. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Because I can remember, and Miss Key can witness, we used to let our channels, open our channels for people to come and grow their channels. We did it for a long time. And sometimes like now, by the membership, I put in here, drop your link. Your link will be dropped if you type Troopers. I still try to help people the best way that I can. But I know that we can't be at everybody live stream. We can't be at everybody videos, things like that. But it's a lot of convenient people out here. It did. Why I say they convenient? They will stop following you because of people they don't like. That's crazy. Deal with those people. Deal with those people. I always have said it. I'm trying to get my super chats on. I always have said it. Some people take their personal problem and bring it to social media. Only thing y'all hear on my channel is about my health. I do not bring what I do in my bedroom because it's not your business. I don't have to come on here and describe nothing I do in my bedroom, how I do it, when I do it, because it's not your business. Only thing you probably see on my channel, me talk about the stuff I deal with. You might hear me talk about some foods. You might hear me even talk about my children. But you would not hear me talk about my sex life or my marriage. Because it doesn't, I don't have to do that. That's not what my channel for. My husband is my husband. And if I speak on him, I'm going to speak on him in a way like I speak on my children and things like that about what he do for me and what we do for each other. But for is coming on here talking about, yeah, he knocked my bike out. He knocked this out. Hey. Oh, yeah, he put something over it. I ain't finna come on here and tell you none of that. What am I tell you that for? That ain't your business. Shoot. Some things be left off YouTube and social media. But, honey, some people but I don't knock nobody for what they do. I don't knock people for what they do on their channels. That's your channel. You do what you want to do. Just don't bring that stuff over here to mine. Like I said, I like to deal with people that is beneficial. That I know that positive. That want to help keep me encouraged and keep themselves encouraged. And don't get me wrong. People will try to bring the worst out in you. They will try to bring the worst out of you. Because it have happened to me. It have happened to me. People will try to take you there, as they say. They will try to get you out your character. Because that's all they know to do. That's all they know to do. But I felt pretty good at church today. And for my health, things starting to be on track. I'm taking my treatments. I feel good about where I'm at. I just feel good about myself right now. And sometimes when you need to get where you need to get in life, sometimes you have to let those convenient people go. You have to let those convenient people go and focus on what's best for you. You don't want nobody I'm like this. If you're straddling the fence by being on my channel, I just go to make it plain. Don't straddle. If you don't want to come over here, just don't come. But don't be like, oh, should I come? Or, oh no, maybe I should. Or, oh no, I see what's it called over there. Don't be a straddler. If you want to follow me, follow me. If you want to come in my chat, I welcome you. Okay? There's a lot of straddlers out here. Those, though, convenient people. I told you, a lot of people won't like this live. But, hey, it's what it is. Be real. Be real. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. That's it. Be yourself. You know, we got people that want to follow you, want to come in your chat, but they worry about what Sue and Jack got going on their channel. Like, hey, go where you want. You grown. You grown. You support who you want to support. You do. Support who you want to support. Like I said, I follow a good group of people over here. My members, I think they all are awesome. Even my gifted members. I thank God for them because they're some of the people that I already had been following. I think you all have a lot to offer on your channels. As long as you're a member of my channel, I would do what I have to do for my members. And I have those moderators that been with me. They'll come. If they got something going on, they might come in and say, I'm in for a few minutes, or I'm in for a little bit, and I have to come back. And I respect that. I will always respect people that's got something going on with their life. You know, I'm not going to be a selfish person. If a person got something going on, take care of that, what you got to do. I always said take care of your home. If you consider your channel your home, you take care of that before you do anything for anybody else. That's why I always tell Mickey, do what you got to do. That's your channel. I know you're trying to get back monetized. And I know mostly you going to be live, either whether you be live when I be live or you going to be live sometime that day. But don't stop doing what you're doing. Continue to do what you're going to do. Even though we might not get the support that we want, but we still got to keep it going. And I know we have helped a lot of people out here. We have. We have helped a lot of people out here. But they help us when it's convenient for them. Because I can remember when we did playlist, the playlist thing, it was good. I mean, everybody was doing right. But then all of a sudden, people didn't want to watch each other. But you got your hours. You got your hours. Why not do to help others the way they helped you? They always said, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And I know somebody asked me, why y'all don't do that no more? I said, for one, people ain't going to do right. Long as you watching theirs, they fine. But when it come down to we supposed to be on a team. We're supposed to be in a group. You don't do that. Don't do things because you want it to be convenient for you. But yeah, that's what my preacher was preaching about today. And girl, it was off the chain because he was speaking nothing but the truth. He was speaking nothing but the truth. When he spoke on God, hey Kenneth, how you doing? When God was up down that cross, they said God did not moan. He was getting whipped, y'all. God was getting whipped up there. They said he still didn't say a mumbling word. Only thing God spoke, he said, forgive them. He hanging up down that cross. God is hanging up under that cross. And there are people, like it was people at the cross, his family, and there was those bad people out there. And he saw all of it. He saw all of that. God seeing everything that we're going through now, y'all. All the stuff that we're dealing with now, God spoke on it. He have seen it. But he stood there on that cross, getting beaten and whipped. And he still said, forgive them. Forgive them because they know not what they do. And a lot of people, some of the stuff they do, they just do stuff. You see what I'm saying? But it still be up to you as a person to forgive a person. You can forgive and go on about your life. You can forgive, but it's hard to forget sometimes. But you still forgive. Sometimes you have to make peace in order for you to be right. I'd rather have peace. So like I said, God is very beneficial in my life. Very beneficial. Kenna, how you been doing today? I was just talking. I went to church today, and I was just speaking on what the preacher was talking about. Sometimes we have those convenient friends, but we already know we have a friend in Jesus. Like Miss Keith said, you could talk to Jesus, and you never hear it again. You never hear anything you have spoke to God about. I ain't throwing shade, I ain't talking about nobody, but sometimes you have those friends, when they get mad with you, Here they go thinking they can expose you on stuff, or they would bring up stuff they didn't did for you. That one thing what irks me. If you was my friend, you shouldn't have to bring up in my face what you did for me. And if you a YouTube creator and we supposed to be cool and do a lot of stuff, you don't tell me if it weren't for me, your channel wouldn't be this way or that way. You don't do that. You had a good evening? You don't do that. What is that called when people do that? Is that called throwing rocks? Hiding your hand. That's what that called? I always say, I was trying to get it where I can play that song. I always say, if you do something for me, if it ain't from your heart, keep it. Keep it. If you don't do nothing for people out your heart, you don't. Just keep it. Like I said, some people will walk around with grudges till people die, and they still haven't made peace. Thank you. Yeah, I went to church today. They still haven't made peace. Hey, Sears, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I went to church today, and that sermon my preacher talked about today, it just stuck with me. It stuck with me, and I wanted to talk about it on my channel. How many of y'all in the chat have those convenient friends? That's what he was talking about. But you have a real friend in Jesus. Well, how many of y'all have had those convenient friends? And I have told y'all what those convenient friends are. Those convenient friends are people that'll call you thinking you're supposed to drop what you're doing and see about them. But you ain't heard from them in months. But all of a sudden, they gonna call you and say, girl, I was just calling you because I know I ain't seen you in a while, but can you let me borrow $20? I ain't seen you in so long. I ain't heard from you. That's what you call a convenient friend. That's what those convenient friends do. Let's see what Siri say. It's going great. I had a great time at church. Like I said, these past few months have been challenging, but I can tell the difference in how I've been feeling. So I'm just going to continue to keep pushing. And my church members, they were so glad to see me because they know they don't hardly see me as regular as I should. But they understand because even though I was sitting there in church, every time I got up, like because when I sit down a long time, I be so stiff because of my joints. And they were just so glad to see me. And my preacher always told me, if you can't sit through 2 sermons, just, if you have to leave and you have to get up, go ahead. Because there's a lot of people dealing with joint issues, and that's what I deal with. But I had a pretty good day today. And when he spoke on about those convenient and beneficial friends, it touched home. It give you a second look to realize you can't call everybody a friend. Everybody you cannot call a friend. And that's why I said we have to go through what we grow through. And that's what I was speaking on. But we know in God, we know we have a friend in God. Like Miss Keith said, he one of those friends you can talk to and you'll never hear what y'all talk about. I don't know how many people in the chat talk to God. I talk to him all the time. I ask him every day for strength. I ask him every day when I get ready to come live. I said, Lord, I'm going to get up here and try to talk a little bit. Just give me the strength to try to keep going. I don't mind asking God for strength and helping me. I'm doing much better than I was. I've had swollen joints and stuff. They getting there. I mean, I have came a long way. I couldn't hardly put my feet down at one time. You know, the back of my feet still hurts. But you know, I done changed up on my eating habits. I'm taking treatments. I still have, you know, it's just like I deal with fibromyalgia. I mean, I have chronic pain and it just hit different parts of my body. But I thank God that I'm able to sit up in this chair as long as I have been sitting. And one of the members, one of the sisters of the church was saying today, her steps getting slower and slower, but she's walking. She had her cane. I have my cane with me because I get off balance. And that's what I say. I might limp. I might walk funny, but I'm walking. Somebody can't do what I'm doing. And I thank God for his grace and mercy. Let me see what Siri said. Oh no, I don't lend out money when that convenient friend call. It just, I just tell her she don't call when she. That's what I'm saying. People don't call you until they want something. Ain't that bad? But as soon as you get down to your last dollar, or as soon as you be down to your bad luck, you can't find them. You can't find them. Call to check to see if I'm doing okay. Don't be no fake. Be real. That's what I'm saying. I have people just call me. I even have some of my moderators call me, email me. Kenneth went on here, email me. He might say, Amy, how you doing? You know, well, everybody know my name, Amy. So Kenneth sometimes he'll email me, might say, how you doing today, Amy? How was your day? Or he'll send me up pictures or something. It's Key. She texts me, she called me. And I have told anybody that, you know, any people that I think I can trust. I give them my phone number and I also give you my email if you just want to just say hello. You never know what an encouraging word can do to someone. Some of my moderators do, you know, got my phone number. Some of them do send me email. You know what I'm saying? But then you have those friends and family. They'll try to take advantage of you. Just because they know that you won't say no to them. It ain't nothing wrong with telling people no. You could tell them, look, I just ain't got it. But when I'ma see you? Like this just for my channel, right? Yeah, I felt good today. And you know, some of the older members were like, wow, it's good to see you. You know, like I say, sometimes when I can't go to church, I had to learn how to say no. Yeah. And that's for all of us. It's kind of hard because you always try to make things right. But you realize some of those same people you had to say no to, they was the one bringing you down. They was convenient. They was those convenient people. Beneficial people go encourage you. They will be there for you. We know they might say, well, you don't see God, but he's still beneficial to us. He's the one that wakes us up every morning. He's the reason why you in my chat today. He's our provider. You know, a lot of people, like I said, was wondering was they were going to get the food stamp. Probably wondering if they're going to have something for Thanksgiving. You got to keep trusting God. He is a provider. He is a provider. But if you have not witnessed God for yourself, I can only speak on what I have witnessed. I know he's real. A lot of people say they don't think God's real, but he is. He is. I done been where I think I ain't going to have enough money to pay a bill. Then all of a sudden, there's a way where I'm able to push that bill back and be able to provide for my family. I have been there. I have been where you have to sacrifice not getting a pair of shoes, but you want to make sure your child get what he need. I have been there. And I don't mind. This is what y'all saying. Yes, they are breaking me down emotionally. I know. Mickey, you know I talk to you. I know. When I don't hear from you, or if I don't see you on YouTube, I'm gonna go check it. And you the same way. You gonna come text me. You gonna say, George girl, you all right? You have talked to my children. You know my grandkids because we have that type of relationship. A lot of people probably don't understand me and you have that type of relationship. That's why I always tell people, y'all make sure I'm going to always acknowledge my members, whether you got a channel or not, because you're taking your 99 cents or your $2 and you're helping me. And you don't even have to do it. But I thank you. Like I had got 2 new members the other day, and I got 4 new gifted members. I think the guy named Brian C. He didn't even have to do that. He just came in my chat one day. We was talking about some stuff, and he came back, and that day he was being Santa Claus. He was just gifting members. All right. And then he gave me 2 super chat. I mean, those just be those unexpected blessings. Sears said, I met one great friend on here that I talk to on a regular basis. Okay, it's been almost 5 years now since we're been friends. That's good. Me and Miss Key, we the same way. I met her. Well, how many years it been? About 4 or 5, about 4 years. And like you, Sears, you could just click with people. I mean, sometimes God just put the right people in your life at the right time. No, when you came along, Sears, I had just lost some close moderators. You know, they didn't stop coming over here. I mean, that was their choice. And then you start coming over here, and I saw how your person, you know, I ain't never seen you, but I see how you react in the chat, and I see how you leave those genuine comments. I start getting more people like you, Grandma Lynn. Well, I been had no Grandma Lynn, Angie, Mona. You know, I lost some few close moderators, but I ended up gaining more. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it be. Sometimes God will rearrange stuff without you even knowing why. And that's what he did. Yeah, it was hurtful a little bit to lose some of the closest moderators I had over here because we had built up like a friendship. But, you know, some people just follow the crowd. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. I still got to run my channel. I don't, and still right now today, I don't have issue with no one. I might not come to your channel, but I don't have an issue with no one. I just love from a distance, do me, and go on about my business. Because I had said, if I did anything to anyone on this social media platform, I ask you to forgive me. Because that's what God wants us to do. God saw how the world was in turmoil. He saw all that stuff was going on. He knowed all of while he was hanging up down that cross that things were bad out here in this world. He sacrificed because he wanted to save the world. He saw it. They choose to save a murderer and a robber instead of saving God. But God realized that Jesus realized that he was hanging on that cross for a reason. It was not meant for him to be in this world with us. He already had seen what he had to do. God already knew he had to save the world. He took those whips. He took those beatings for us. And why not give him all the glory? I said, that girl preaching today or what? When I be feeling pretty good, Mickey can tell you. When I be myself, I be myself. This is just how I talk. But when I'm in pain and when I'm not feeling well, you ain't gonna hear a whole lot from me. Because I deal with it. But I don't come on here. I don't ask for no pity pot. I don't be want people to say, well, what else? You know, If you know me, you know me. You know how I roll. Let's see. And lately I've been feeling pretty good because I'm determined. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do with the doctors. I'm eating what I'm supposed to eat. You know, I have my pain level go up and down. But when I don't feel well, y'all don't see me. And I have made that publicly clear. And Miss Key know me too well. Sometimes I could be just going through emotional things. And she'll just like, Georgia girl, you okay? And sometimes when somebody sing you or text you or send you an encouraging word, you don't even have to be done told them nothing about what's going on. They can sense it. If they've been around you, they'll know that you might need an encouraging word. Uh, that's what friends do. They check on each other. Most definitely, you're your strongest friend. You never know what people are going through in life. Amen. Yeah, about 4 years. Yep. Um, Thank you so much, Georgia girl. That means so much to me. I'm a genuine person. I support you do wholeheartedly. I like to give, inspire, and positive. And yes, you do energy and feedback to everyone I come. And you have. You do. I don't you I mean I don't know you. I never seen you out, but you always be respectful. You always say, Georgia girl, you how you doing today? How was your day? And I see you in other people chat. And you be the same way. You always be the same way. You don't, you're genuine. You're beneficial. We appreciate a moderator like you. You'll snap them out of here. You don't mind getting them out the chat. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all my members, all my moderators that I know, Kenneth and Frank and all the ones that are not members. I still appreciate you. Cause Frank had said, Georgia girl, I'm gonna be a member when I get my money right. I told him the other day. I said, Frank, you good. If you able to be a member, if you're not, you still good. You still my moderator. You've been over here with me for years. And I just, like I said, I never want a person to put themselves in a position where they can't help themselves. I'm going to be okay. You see what I'm saying? Do what you got to do for you. And Miss Key, I always say this. Take care of you. Because Georgia girl have to take care of her. And if you run where you can't pay the 99 cents or you can't pay the membership, I understand. If you want to get it back, get it back. But always make sure you good. I'll never want nobody to take from their family, take from themselves to help me. That's what kind of person I am. Now, if I get some, yes, I appreciate it. McKee did send me a super chat, and I've been trying to get this little song to play. And I thank you, Miss Key. I thank anybody when y'all pay your membership. That's good right there. If you want to still give me a super chat, still be up to you. If you just come into my chat and hang around here with me, that's support enough. Because I don't know what people have to do. Like I said, you can be a blessing to someone, and it don't have to be money. It don't have to be monetary gain. Just being in someone's chat, being there supporting them, it means a lot to me. I can't speak on nobody else. I just talk about, me. But if somebody wants to bless you with something, you don't supposed to stop your blessing. Cause when that man sent that $100 super chat, I thought it wasn't real. Miss Keith screenshot it. She said, "No, Georgia girl, that man sent you $100, and I never seen the man before in my life. He gave me $100. That was the first time he came to my chat, and I tried to tag him. He told me, he didn't want to make no, he didn't want to bring no attention to himself. He didn't have, I think he had like about 2 videos on his channel. I mean, he did that because that's what he wanted to do. And everybody was saying that was a blessing. So I appreciate the unexpected blessing that I received from people. That's right, Georgia. Girl. Take care of yourself. I see how humble you are. You deserve every blessing. Thank you and bestows upon you your strength, your resilience, and love for others are always there. Thank you. I try. Like what I was saying, and one of my biggest problems is telling people no to. That was one of my biggest problems. When people say, there were times, like on YouTube, when people would say they live, sometimes I would just won't even go live because I go over there and support them. I'm not a selfish person. I'm not a selfish person. And I don't mind. I want us all to grow out here. And I see my girl, Miss Key, she be working so hard. She be working so hard. And and when I was in this situation she was there with me. She didn't never leave me. And then some of the ones like Sears now, I used to run those night lives. Y'all was right down. Even if you just come in and give me a thumb up and just be around for a few. But I let Miss Key know. She know I be in bed a certain time. But if I don't come to every live, she be at every night. But she know I'm coming. But there are some people only want to come to your channel when it's convenient for them. When they want you to see their video. You don't never see them, but if they put a video out, but you ain't seen them in about 2 or 3 weeks, right? But they'll come in your chat and say, I did a video today. Okay. I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing? It's some convenient people out here. Support people. Treat people the way you want them to treat you. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Because nobody can be everywhere all the time. That's what we call the replays. If we can't catch you while you live, we'll see you on the replay. I have people coming all the time and say, I catch you on the replay. I said, thank you. Because you could have went somewhere else. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that come over here. Everybody. I don't have no problem with no one. I don't. Because if I did, you would know. Because, and Miss Kia tell you, I would say, look, you want to talk about it? I'm one of them kinds. I'd rather talk to you, not behind your back. I would talk to you in public and say, is everything okay? Is it something we need to talk about? But one thing I do not do drama. I do not try to go back and forth with this person or that person, but I will have it where you can get what I'm saying and be done with it. I don't have to go on and on with stuff. You say what you say, mean what you mean, and be done. I have real life issues. I ain't got time to be stressing. I don't have time for my anxiety to go up. My anxiety been doing so good, y'all. I haven't had a panic attack all year. I have been overwhelmed now. I have got overwhelmed a couple times this year, but it didn't go into anxiety. I have an anxiety disorder. That's why I try to stay as calm. I pray more. When I can't deal with something, and if I feel like I need to just take some days to breathe, or take some days to just get myself on track, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Because my health is my wealth. And my health is very important. I tell my kids, my children tell you, Grandma, When that doctor put me on all this strict stuff to eat, they said, Grandma, we're going to be encouraging you. We're going to encourage you to go on and do what you got to do. Because they said, we want to see you be around as long as we can. It brought tears to my eyes to hear my babies say that. It did, because what I deal with the inflammation, and I have it in my joints, but my doctor said the inflammation can travel to my brain, my heart, and I don't want to have to be dealing with that. You know, I can tell my joints healing up some, because this arm right here was, I couldn't even hardly touch it. My feet, you know, it be up and down days on different parts of my body. And so that's why I do my treatments every week to make sure everything is coming in my system to help my immune system. If I just sit back and don't try to help myself, I don't know what might happen. And that's one thing we got to do, y'all. We ain't got to wait on the doctors to tell us nothing. If you know your body, if you know that you got to do these things, you got to want to do it. That for anybody that's addicted to drugs or whatever you're going through, they always say you got to help yourself. You got to help yourself. That's the only way you're going to get where you need to get. If I would walk around and feel the way and be the way how sometimes what I feel or what I be going through, I'll be a lost cause. I'll be stressed. I'll be full of anxiety. But I have to take those deep breaths and say, I have to let go and let God. I have been there. I have been so stressed sometimes. I used to come on my channel and me Key, like I said, I know Miss Key been with me the longest. She didn't never know why I used to come on here and cry. I was going through so much with my family and stuff, my grandkids, when my granddaughter was wanting to kill herself and all this different stuff. Miss Key never did, because I never did talk to anybody. You know, I knew I could talk to her and trust her. And then one day she knew someone right, because she knowed me. And she always used to wonder why I got emotional when I used to talk about suicide all the time. And I told her. And right now my granddaughter got a testimony. She's here with us. And she'll tell you her baby is saved. Her baby saved her. Her baby saved her. I don't want to get emotional tonight, y'all, because that when I talk about that, it really take me there. That's my baby, my first grandchild, and she graduating in this year. Let's see, I have some problem saying no, but I had to leave that. Okay, yeah, saying no is okay. People tend to, yep, take advantage of it. And my motto, if I support you, you support me. Exactly. I like that. And my motto is, if I can't lift you up, I won't tear you down. You would not find a video. You might probably heard me, I talk loud. Talk loud anyway. You might have heard me say some things in general, but you never heard me call another YouTube creator out their name. You never heard me say any type of derogatory things to another YouTube creator. I know I got people that don't like me over on this social media site on YouTube, because I used to deal with them, and then I couldn't do it no longer, and they probably feel a certain way. But like I said, sometimes you don't have to be the one to move out another person's channel, out another person's life. God will do it for you. I just started to stay focused on what I need to be focused on. But one thing about me, I want us all to win. I want us all to get where we need to get in this life. I do. I really do. I don't do, matter of fact, drama. I move clear away from. Yeah, yeah. But then when you try to, focus on what you need to focus on, people think that you don't want to be supporting them. That's not what it is. It just sometimes you just have to you have to find your own niche. You have to find your own peace. And I support people that support me. But if I feel like it's messing with me, I can't do it. And it took me a while to get where I'm at on this social media site. I mean, I used to do so much. I have helped a lot of channels, but I don't have to talk about what I do because it be from the heart. But it irks me when another YouTube creator say what they done did for somebody. Did you mean it? Was it in your heart? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Uh, right, and that's what I love about you. Thank you. Okay. And, you know, people just try to make things convenient for them. They really do. Some people just don't care about uh no one else feelings or anything like that. They they just don't care. So, but yeah, I mean, when he spoke on that today, I said, "Oh yes, we do have a friend in Jesus." And don't never, and I'm gonna say this: don't never feel like cause you don't see God or hear God. Don't never feel like he don't never know what's going on with you because he do. He do. God know exactly what's going on with everybody in my chat today. He do. He know what's our ups and he knows our downs. Don't, don't, we can't take nothing for granted. I don't. I don't. I really don't. For me to have to go through what I've been through, I don't take nothing for granted at all. I don't. Because God will give and he will take away. Like that man was saying today, some people so used to eating crab balls and steak and um all the fancy stuff. Some people don't even know what a bologna sandwich is. I used to eat bologna sandwich. I don't eat them now, but my mom used to buy bologna and bread all the time. Bologna sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly. He said, some people don't even know what that is. Folks started laughing at church. I know what it is. I know what it is to eat dumplings and chicken and rice. I think that was my mama's favorite dish. I think my mama cooked chicken and rice so much, y'all. Ooh, I think that was my mama. She used to roll them dumplings up. And I don't really like chicken and dumplings. Like a homemade dumpling. My mom used to get that flour and roll it up. See, I know about all that. Because she used to cook it all. Like I said, I can't complain about what I don't have. I gotta thank God for what I do got. Because we have to look at it, y'all. Some people ain't got what we got. And some people wish they had some of the things we have. My grandchildren were like, Grandma Christmas coming out the wild. I said, I know. They reminded me, right? I said, what you gonna get up for Christmas? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know what y'all gonna get. I said, but whatever y'all get, be thankful. Just be thankful. The two small ones probably gonna get some toys, but the older two, they'll probably get some clothes or money or something. But I just tell them, that girl want another guinea pig. Lord Jesus, she want a companion for the other one. I'm like, that one about to drive us crazy. But I just want to talk about this today, y'all. Sometimes you have to let those convenient people, friends, go. And then you can't call everybody a friend. Like I said, I have, what, 33,800 subscribers. I barely get, maybe more, it's about 10 people. Then some people be like, it be like, when I get more, it just be the people in the bushes. I don't even know half of the people that is subscribed to me, because some of them you just don't see. You don't see half of these people. And I'm like, wow. But it's all good. I thank God for the two or three that do hang out over here. Because God didn't have two or three fishes and bread. He let it multiply. That's why I say He made a way. He made a way for those people. He made a way for those people when He had that bread out there and those fishes. They ate. And so I just want to keep myself encouraged, and I like to encourage others and let them know God is real. He will provide. But He wants us to keep trusting Him. See, a lot of us don't trust Him. A lot of people doubt what God would do for you. Can't doubt Him. Can't doubt Him. And they say you don't supposed to question Him. And I found myself questioning Him at some particular times. I stopped saying, God, why me? I started saying, why not me? But like my preacher said today, if you question God, are you prepared for what He gonna tell you? Are you prepared for His answer? Because if you go to God and say, ask Him about something that didn't happen in your life, and because I have done that, and I was like, Lord, why me? I was like, Lord, why this had to happen to me? And then I stopped saying it, and I said, why not me? Because we don't want to, we might not realize some things does happen for a reason. We might not know what that reason is, but some things does happen for a reason. And sometimes those storms that you think that are trying to destroy us will save us. I gotta refresh my thing because I'm not seeing the comments. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm trying to see. Right, that's what. Okay, I read that part. Um, yep, you sure did. That's how I be. There are days now we get more support from strangers. Yeah, yep. And we gotta go with what we got, Miss Key. Go with what we got. And you know how we used to help people with this and that. But to me, some people take this social media too serious. Some people take it too serious. I mean, it's supposed to be convenient. It's supposed to be fun. You have your whatever commentary you choose to put out, you know. But some people just take it to another whole level. And I don't have time for that. I really don't. But I wish everybody well. Like I said, I hope all of us get where we need to get on this journey. But what you had for dinner, Miss Key? I saw you cooking chicken. That what you had? I had some more soup, but I didn't have no meat in it. This just tomato, okra, and corn. And I got some paprika, some parsley on top. And I got some toast. So my journey still continue. The rest of this year, I'm just going to just continue to watch what I eat. The holidays are coming up. I got a few more things I gotta get. I guess I get those probably the weekend. I just gotta get some sweet potatoes. Um, maybe get the Kool-Aid with so I'm gonna make the key lime Kool-Aid pie. So I just gotta get the Kool-Aid. Yeah. But yeah, the key I try to keep you encouraged, and I try to keep others encouraged over here, that ones that are still trying to. I don't know if y'all saw my live this morning. I said, I know it ain't gonna get by the time. I was playing some church music this morning. I said, you two gonna get me with that. But I was feeling pretty good. I said, well, sometimes you have to just take a leap of faith. Yep. And that's what I did when it came out of this channel. I didn't know what I was doing. I used to watch people. I used to watch people with the channels, and I'm like, it looked easy. But once I became a YouTube creator, woo, I see it ain't no easy job. This being a YouTube creator is not easy. It take consistency. It take hard work. You try to, especially like, I do a lot of videos and stuff. I be have to do all this editing and woo. And I haven't learned a whole lot about being on YouTube and having a social media. I got Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. I even got Patreon. I try to share my channel, like I try to tag it. That's to get more traction coming to my channel. But yeah, but it ain't easy. I tell anybody, you know, if you like to do this type of stuff, stick with it. If that's what you like to do. Some people be like, they'll try to say stuff to like, people do so much on their channel. That's their channel. Let them choose to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? You really can't tell people what to do on their channel. So I wish everybody success. I really do. But yeah, I just want to bring that up today about the convenient friends and their beneficial friend. We know that God is beneficial to us. And He one friend that we would want to have. I want that friend, Jesus. I want Him in my life every day. I don't want to go a day without having God as a friend. Because I know what God can do. I'm a witness. I know what He can do. So we know He's a provider. He's a provider. Sometimes it might not come when we want it to come, but it's coming. It's coming. But sometimes He just wants to be patient. He wants us to be patient and just wait. He wants us to just wait till that time is right. And that's what I kept saying that when I was trying to get back monetized. I would say, Lord, it seemed like I'm not getting back what I was. It seemed like the numbers are moving. And I'm just going to tell you, it takes support, guys. It takes support out here. Cause I be seeing Miss Key, I said she be working so hard. I seen how E was working those days, and he's still working. It takes support. It really do. And if you can take the time out just to give people just a little support, do it. If that's what you choose to do. A lot of people will be saying, if you don't support me, I ain't gonna support them. And that be your choice. That be your choice to support people if you want to support them. But you have to always remember, somebody had to help you too. And see, the way I look at There were people that helped me that even not even on my channel no more. But I still appreciate them. I still say I appreciate the ones that was helping me during that time. Whether you hear or not. So I don't know, is anybody else going live tonight? But I did want to share that. And don't let people feel like they have to be convenient in your life. Don't let people feel like this. Look, if you don't help me, if you don't, some people do feel like they get mad with you when you tell them you don't have anything, or they feel like they can't take advantage of you. They do get mad. They do. Like I have people coming in my chat all the time. Uh, can I get a moderator stick? I'm like, huh? I don't even know you. I don't even know your name. You just popped in my chat. Today is your first day in my chat. And the first thing they ask, can they get a moderator stick? I have enough moderators right now. I used to have so many. I have moderators according to the way they support me. If I ain't seen you in a long time, no, I don't need all those moderators like that. But I used to have them. I had to go, like I said, I had to go and clean some house. I had to go clean out some house. Had to clean my channel. Because I know I have been over here just me and God. Me and God talking. But I thank God for the 2 or 3, 4 or 5 what do come over here. Long as I'm talking about in a way that if I can reach someone, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I was trying to type something. I got this stuff on my finger. But yeah, it was a good sermon today. I told them they'll see me again. The Lord's, I always say, my kids supposed to be came now, but my daughter, that she been working so hard these past few days. I knew she was tired. My son, everybody was working today. So, but I did have my cousin, all them was out there. So it's like a family church. So just trying to type something in real quick. But shout out again to my members. Shout out again to those gifted members. Yep. Shout out to Grandma Lynn for coming in. Appreciate you. Thank you, Series. Thank you, Miss Key. Kenneth. I'm trying to, James Money. He always come over and support. Thank you, James Money. And I haven't seen what I got on that last live, but I know I'm gonna get a claim. Probably gonna get an email for it over with. So I know what the man named Kurt Franklin's song came up, and I heard Jamal Robinson's song. I love me some Jamal. Yep, I'm supposed to been trying to go to his concert next month, but I'm not gonna be able to go. I got some personal stuff I gotta take care of. Yep. But if he ever come to Georgia, well, he gonna be in Atlanta, and I had supposed to be went, but something personal came up, so I had to do something else on that day. But I love him. So I was just trying to see, was anybody else live or anybody going live? No, I try to support all the way around the board when I can and when I'm able to. Like I said, the replays, they make a difference. It do makes a difference. So I had some soup, and then the church had some dinner too. But I didn't get the macaroni and cheese. I just got the baked chicken and greens. Yeah. And I got some water. That's what I had. I'm trying to check some right quick. But other than that, this week here, I'll be sharing some, some different little preps, some different things like I've been doing, sharing some awareness. And, I got a doctor appointment tomorrow. And then Thursday, I got to go to my granddaughter. Um, they doing a Thanksgiving dinner at her school. So I go eat dinner with her. I don't know what they probably gonna have some Thanksgiving food. I think that's what they did last year. Yep. But other than that, I'm just gonna continue to stay focused and continue to trust God through it all. What you said, Kenneth? Let's see what you said. Just sent you a small. Oh, you just sent the email. Okay, I'll check it out. Um, yeah, she having a they having a Thanksgiving dinner at Boost's school. Charles said, "Grandma, you on time?" I said, "If the Lord's will, sweetie, the Lord's will." Miss Key, you already did your live for the day, and I just want to tell you, young ladies, keep on pushing. Like I said, we might not get that support from the people that normally support us, but somebody out there watching our stuff. The numbers might not be there like we want it to be, but somebody watching us. And when I was working hard trying to get back monetized, I always say, when it's time for me to get back, I get there. Who it is? Emma Lollies. Hey, are you new? Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, of course. How you doing? And my question was today, do you want convenient friends or beneficial friends? That's what we were talking about today, because that's what the sermon was today. Because we know God is beneficial. So I'm going to always want God as my friend. Those convenient friends, I ain't got to have you. Those convenient friends are just people that want something. You know what I'm saying? You don't never see them, but they'll call you, or they might pop up and say, do this, or now when it come down to YouTube, those convenient YouTubers, they don't come to your channel till they didn't drop the video, right? Then they'll say, they don't even hang around long enough to know what you're talking about or what you're doing on your channel. They gonna come in and say, I did a video today. Okay, I see it. Those convenient. And those people that never ever share you, never ever support you, but they won't stop following you. Oh, but it's a lot of that out here. I just like I said, it is what it is. But I thank God that I have God in my life, and I try to put Him in ahead of everything I do. He's the reason I breathe. He's the reason I woke up this morning. Even on the days when might have those bad days, achy days, I still have to give God the glory because He still woke me up that morning. You have to give God the glory, whether you have a good day or a bad day, because He saw fit to wake you up. Because somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody did not live to see November the 16th, 2025. And we got one more month to go, y'all. And my birthday is coming soon. My birthday is in January. But we do have one more month to go in this year. One more month. I mean, time is not waiting on nobody. Time ain't waiting on nobody. You hear me? And thank you again, Miss Key, for the super chat. I was trying to get this song up. So I'm on YouTube direct. That's why I came on today. But I thank you for that. I thank you for being a member. I thank you for just being part of my friend. I consider you like a member, a family member, friend. And you can't call everybody that. You can't call everybody on these social media sites a friend. Like Siri said, she had a friend over here that she met over 5 years ago, and they check on each other. And that's how Miss Key do. You know, I have a couple more friends that do that too. Well, a couple more people from YouTube. They'll do it. You know, check on me. Sometimes they'll send me cash app or sometimes people just send me something just out the blue. Just let me know they thinking about me. They always tell me I have the ones that I always say, cause you don't see me, that don't mean I don't support you. They'll send me. I mean, that's how they do me. They'll send me something just because. Those are your beneficial friends. When somebody just send you something out the blue, if they just send you an encouraging word, or it don't have to be all money all the time. Just checking on someone. That's beneficial. Because they let you know that someone is thinking about you. Someone is thinking about you. So I have been on 2 hours already. This is a new week, and like I said, I'm gonna keep on pushing. I keep on pushing, staying focused on the things that I need to stay focused on. Because when it comes down to your health, come down to my health, I have to do what's beneficial for me. And that's what I've been doing. You know, I go back to the doctor tomorrow. I got to get injections tomorrow. I have to get injections for my back. I go get treatments. I get treatments through IV to help try to calm the inflammation down. I think my level has went down some, but I have prayed. I've been praying for years to be pain free. Some days I don't feel no ache and pain, but there are days where I do. See, I done sat down for 2 hours, and I know, I was in church today. I was feeling, like I had got so still. And I have to try to move around because I get so still because of my joints. But other than that, God is good. And I appreciate the ones that did stop by today. I really do. I appreciate the one that did come in. Whether you stayed in the bushes, I do appreciate you for that. Like I said, we're going into Thanksgiving where we got one more week. I know we probably gonna be seeing some dishes and different things on YouTube. I'm gonna be sharing some things, but I know I won't be eating no macaroni and cheese or potato salad. I won't be eating none of that. I'll probably just be eating like the turkey because I do have a turkey. I probably do a video when I get ready to, prep it or whatever. Um, we're gonna have some greens. You ready to post? You doing something different this time? Are you doing something different this time? I had thought about trying out that pumpkin pie. I had saw your recipe last year, but I'm like, I don't think no kids gonna eat that. But I thought about it though. But I didn't just gonna do the I'm not gonna. If I would have tasted, if I would like the day when they had that to the church, they had some macaroni and cheese. I didn't even get it. I didn't even get it. But I know I appreciate you too, Kenneth. I appreciate you too, and thank you for. I'm gonna look at my email when I get through. I can't go to it right now. But Kenneth's a nice person. Sometimes he just like to share things. I told him ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But those kids want me to. this year we're gonna cook our ham at home. Yeah, cause you used to be getting yours, right? Yeah, they gonna have ham. My daughter gonna have a ham. I got the turkey, so it's about the ham. Oh, it's about the pumpkin. Oh, okay. Yeah, I stop and get a can just to see. Cause I know I saw your recipe that last year. You making some pumpkin pies too? Oh, okay. I'm gonna do uh ooh, it's trying to get cool now. I'm gonna do potato pies and a Kool-Aid pie. Yana said she want like the lemon lime, something like that. But I'm gonna get the green Kool-Aid. So I just got a few more things to get, not a whole lot, but just a few more things. Cause my son doing some things, and yeah, what I'm doing for Christmas, just the normal, just be with my family. I know you say you don't celebrate Christmas, right? Cause of your mom. And my dad having a birthday party right after Christmas, the Saturday after Christmas. So we're preparing for his birthday party. He know about it. I said, why y'all let us keep it a secret? But probably couldn't have kept no secret around my dad. So yeah, I'm gonna be around family. I got a tree. I'm gonna put the tree up after Christmas. I mean after Thanksgiving. I mean, some people already put their stuff up. Yeah. But I'll just be thanking God to see another Christmas, another Thanksgiving. What you and your family doing for Thanksgiving, Kenneth? What y'all doing for Thanksgiving? I know you say y'all don't celebrate Christmas, cause you think about your mom, and I know the holidays be kind of hard on people that lost loved ones and things like that. So prayers going out to those families that do. Like I said, grieving doesn't have a time limit. People can grieve every day if that's what they need to do. Some people grieve for years and years. So you don't tell a person to stop grieving. They have to do what's best for them. But like I said, let's just be mindful, and everybody just treat people the way you want to be treated. It's just as simple as that. And be careful of those convenient friends. You don't never see them till they want some. They ain't your friend if you don't never see them till they want some. Yeah, so if you're able to support people on these social media platforms, support them. Because I'm sure if you support somebody, they'll support you back. They'll support you back. It's only being fair. So I enjoyed y'all. Shout out to my members again. Shout out to you, Kenneth. Shout out to James Money for coming through. Shout out to Grandma Lynn. Shout out to Sears and Miss Key. I know those two my members. They was hanging in here with me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Who else came here? I think that was it. Yep. We are probably going away for Christmas. It's too painful to be home. Oh, I understand, Kenneth. I understand. We normally take the kids somewhere. I don't know, we're going to go to Callaway Guard. We normally take those kids like to places where they can. Last year we went to Stone Mountain. Yeah, we went to Stone Mountain. It was so whew, it was so cold up there. I don't know what I want to do for my birthday this year. I mean, my birthday in January. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. Sometime I be and I already thought about what I want to do, and I just want to just pray I continue to be here. I'll be 57 on my birthday this year. Yep. So sometimes my daughter, like she'll surprise me. Kids will surprise me with some, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. But anyway, guys, I'm fixing to get off of here. I pray that y'all have a good night. I pray everybody have a good week. Stay safe. Right now the weather, like right now, it's getting cool. It was real nice today. It was pretty outside. It was real pretty outside. Thanks again, Miss Key, for the super chat. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Like I said, I'll probably be popping up, sharing some more little preps of foods and everything like that. Probably come live. I know I gotta go to the doctor tomorrow, so I might not. Yeah, I go to the doctor tomorrow. Tuesday, I probably do a testimony Tuesday because I know I hadn't did a try to see can I do like a panel like thing. But to all my members again, thank y'all. The new members, the gifted members, thank y'all for coming over and joining. And on that note, y'all continue to stay blessed, stay safe, stay warm, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time, bye bye.